I'm Sarah and welcome to Extraordinary Chaos, and today I'm going to unbox this little machine and I've never had one before, so I'm dead excited. So this is a Tonic Studios Tangerine and I haven't had a die cutter for 20 years, so I'm dead excited about this because they've obviously come a long way. There's so much you can do with them. So I'm going to get it out of the box today, have a little go. I've also got this month's Tonic Studios craft kit, so I'm going to make something with this on my tangerine and I can't wait to get started. So let's get it out of the box. So this is it. So it's quite heavy, but I suppose it has to be. And then also I've got my set of plates. So as I say, I've never used one of these before, so this is going to be a bit of a learning curve, but I can't wait to get started. And the craft kit is amazing because you get everything you need to make a monthly project. So this month's project is wildflowers and floral. So they come in a little envelope, you get a sticker to stick on the front, and they are $34.95. Well, this one is, they're brilliant. So this is the card you're going to make, or that's an option, so it gives you instructions. You can make a box, and this is what comes in the kit. So there's loads in there. You've got your die set, floral stamps, dies, cards, cardstock, ribbon. There's lots. So that's what comes in the kit. So yeah, so you've got all different coloured cardstock, you've got your cards, Nuvo drops, shimmer powder, embellishment mousse, ribbon, and then all your dies in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get cracking and make something and have a go with this. In front of your machine, you've got this rotating stand. So you unlock it and then we're going to flip that out to stand it up, and that supports the machine while it's in use. So now that's been turned round, I've just loosened it, turned it round and tightened it back up, and then when I'm storing it, I just pop that back away. I can just show you there, and that just gives it a bit of stability while it's working. Okay, so I have had a little bit of a play and haven't finished a card, but oh wow, I absolutely love it so far. So I've tried all these things out of my own cardstock. So I've tried a bit of embossing and some cutting. Look at that. And it's fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a card now so that you can see the process. Okay, I've sort of got a bit rogue here. I'm not an instructions following kind of person, but I have followed the instructions on how to use the plates. So you've got the different plates. So you've got the die cutting plate, and you've got your embossing, and then this is an embossing folder plate. So I've not got an embossing folder. I've got the embossing pads, stamps, and I've got the dies to cut. So that's what I'm going to cut. So I've got my card, I've got some coloured card, and then I've got the embossing plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a card, so that will give you this card effect, which I absolutely love. It's beautiful. So I'm going to cut the card out now, and to cut the card, you need your die cutting plate. I'll pop that there. Then you put your card on top, and then I'm going to get the pattern. So it was this one. Where is it? And what that will do is that will cut that out. So you can position it on. Sandwich in between. And pop that in and turn it round. And here's the finished result. So I'm going to take the die off, and then you can see, I mean, wow, it cuts really well, and all these bits are popping out. So I just need to grab a hook and all of these bits will just pop out. I mean, it's just no force at all, just pressing them and they pop out, revealing my design. And again, to clean the plates, just lightly tap it. There's a few that I've just had to pull out with a weeding tool, but it's quite easy to weed and pull the bits out. So now I'm going to emboss it. So now I'm going to get the embossing plate and the embossing mat, and I'm going to put the card on that and get the plate for embossing. So this can be used for embossing and cutting. And as I say, I've only used this tangerine today, so this is first day use. It's so easy to use. So I'm going to pop the embossing plate on there and then put the white top or bottom plate and feed that through the machine. And there you go. And there you go, that result is just incredible. So that's just embossed. As I say, I've never used it before and it's that easy to use. And now I'm going to use that very same plate to make a cut overlay. So I've fed it through and cut it. I think I've put this one through twice because it is quite an intricate design. But this is really clever because it also comes with a frame. So now I'm going to pop the frame on and I'm going to put it back through my tangerine. So just pop the plate on. This is the cutting plates and here we go. It's incredible. So it just cuts it out. So you could just cut around the edges, but that is such a lovely finished effect. So I'm just going to snip that off. And now I'm going to take that edge off, I think, just to finish it off. And then, yes, I'll just slice that edge off and there you go, that's perfect. So I think now I'm going to use some of the paste. Now you should put it in this water spray and spray it, but again, going rogue, I'm just going to use a sponge and just dip it in. And this embellishment mousse on a sponge just gives such a lovely effect. I love that. With the overlay over the top, it looks so pretty. So now I want to cut some flowers. I'm going to run this through a couple of times because I want 6 flowers of different sizes. So there you go, run them through and it's that easy. It's just, I love how quick and easy this is to use. If you decide what you want to make as a project and you've got everything ready, it's super quick. So there you go, next lot of flowers, and I'm going to run that through again, and then I've got my flowers ready to make my project. And now I'm going to overlay that card just by gluing. I'm going to glue down the spine, spread that out, but then I might just put some dots around as well, just so that I can stick it down. But it creates a bit of a different dimension. I love the multi-layered effect that these cards give you, and this kit is just fabulous. So there you go, I've dried that, and now I'm going to work with my flowers. So I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on, and I'm going to press them so that it goes right through, so that it really does hold the flowers, so they're not just sticking to the top layer. And go through and add all of those. Now in the kit there's also, if sisters were flowers, I'd pick you. If mothers were flowers, I'd pick you. And I think if daughters, so they were really lovely. But I just wanted to make a simple card that I could keep in the cupboard, and then when I need a birthday card, I've got this gorgeous card. So I'm now going to decorate with Nuvo drops. So I've got this buttermilk, but I'm going to use that after. I'm going to start with this Lilac Whisper. So the buttermilk came in the kit. Lilac Whisper is just one that I've got at home already. So I've also, it matches perfectly with the ribbon that comes in the kit. So I'm going to glue that to the side. I'll cut that, but first of all, I'll just put my buttermilk on top, and that'll just give me a multi-layered centre to my flowers. And then glue the ribbon. So I'm just going to put some glue down the spine of the card. I'm making it double length so that when the front of the card dries, I can glue it to the inside, but I didn't think that far ahead. So there you go, just put that down there and stick that down. I can't believe the detail in these cards. I really can't believe them. They're absolutely stunning. I think what I find most remarkable is not only the level of detail, but that took 30 seconds to pass through the tangerine. So you put it in your mats and pass it through, and that's it, it's done. So my thoughts on the tangerine, it's brilliant, it really is good. So I've made 2 cards. I've made this one with the kit materials that came with it, and then I just did a test one and used some of my own colours, but they just worked out so well. I love the detail. It's heavier to cut, but it's so worth it because look at that detail. I mean, that is just so good. I love how you can get multi-layered. So you've got your cut, I've embossed it, then I've put another layer on top. So these plates are brilliant. As I say, it's something I have never used before. I think years ago I had like an original cutting machine, which was a bit of an electric die cutter. But what these do, the quality of it, the cut is excellent. So this month's kit is the Wildflower and Florals, and I love all the different things you can do with it, all the different, and I love card making, so just to, and you could use that for a wedding invitation, it's just so pretty. And I've not used all of the dies, I've not used the stamps, so there's so much more that the kit can do, that I can do with the kit, but like I say, I like to go a bit rogue and just try it and do stuff and see how it turns out rather than reading instructions. So for me, that's just, I love it, it's brilliant. So the Tangerine costs £169.99 and it comes with the cutting plates, the embossing plates and the embossing folder plate. And as I say, I've got a discount code down in the description, so it's £169.99, but then I've got £10 or $10 off your next purchase. So, okay, so thanks for watching along, and I'm thrilled with the results of these cards. I love what these plates, what these dies do, and I'm really excited to use some different ones as well. So check out all the different kits you can get, and thanks for watching.